Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to another session of our Spring 2020 webinar series. Today, we will talk about the Prisma Access Insights. Prisma Access gives you the advanced visibility, proactive assistance, and purpose-built solution. Administrators can view maps with detailed information on the deployment status of their remote networks, mobile users, and service connections. Prisma Access Insights also shows you the network utilization statistics to measure the bandwidth usage and user connectivity to determine trends and current connections, allowing the deep dive analysis of the app and the user activity. It provides you the proactive assistant insights for the Prisma Access deployment with enhanced dashboard in the real-time data analytics. It's purpose-built, which is specifically designed for the Prisma Access. IT organizations benefit from this information on current and upcoming consumption trends, both for the remote networks and mobile users deployment. Prisma Access Insights help visualize consumption trends and enables you to predict the analytics to help you to plan for the future. Why the Prisma Access Insights? Admins and end users lack the necessary visibility to the needed ensure infrastructure is running smoothly and where the issues lie. Admins need a real-time mechanism to be proactive, alerted of a service issues and actionable insights for the remediation. The lack of the real-time data and the comprehensive visibility across all the network entities in a single source of truth hinders the response system for the end users. Advanced visibility into the resource utilization allocation to plan for the right license uptake to ensure no disruption of services. Let's have a look in the Prisma Access Insights overview. Before I go into the Prisma Access Insights overview, we have our previous webinars available on our YouTube live community. In the live community, we talk about how to access Prisma Access. So if you're a Panorama managed or a cloud managed, you can access your Prisma Access Insights through hub apps.paloaltonetworks.com, or you can also go to the Panorama link there, which will also take you to the hub. So on a hub, you have a single app, Prisma Access app, which has the Prisma Access Insights on your autonomous DM and the cloud management console also, if you are managing your Prisma Access to the cloud managed console. So once you click on the Prisma Access Insights, you can see here the summary dashboard. The Prisma Access Insights gives you a way of continuously monitor your Prisma Access environment when an event or status requires your attention. Prisma Access sends you alert notifications so you can quickly pinpoint the issues that you can fix. It also gives you a visibility into the fixes that Prisma Access team is working on. Prisma Access Insight displays a bird's eye view of your entire environment. Here you can see you have the multiple dashboards, summary dashboard, remote networks, mobile users, service connections, Prisma Access locations, tunnel alerts. And we have recently added another dashboard, also the OpioGrade Dashboard, which I will talk about in next slides also. Let's have a look into each dashboard into detail and see what information we are getting from each dashboard. So we have here the first dashboard we're looking into, the summary dashboard. So this is the default landing page designed for the high-level overview of the Prisma Access environment. You can see here the open alerts across your Prisma Access deployment, remote networks, mobile user service connections, the connectivity status, Prisma Access locations for your remote network, MUs, and license expiration status also. In the open alert status, you can see that you can view all the open alerts by severity of your remote networks, mobile users, or service connections. The legend for the bottom right widget shows you here. You can see there critical, high, and medium open alerts across these three deployment areas. You can view all the alerts, taken your alerts to dashboard. If you click on the view all alerts, it will take you to alert dashboard. The connectivity status widget displays the number of remote network sites, mobile users connected in real time out of your total deployment, and the number of service connections that are online as of the last minute once you are looking into your data. It also displays the percentage increase or decrease in the number of connected sites for mobile users. The data shown for this mobile users depending on your connected method or how you're connecting here, connected method you have chosen. And I will talk about the next slides. Prisma Access Location the widget displays you the overall network status of your Prisma Access location for remote networks and mobile users. And this data in this widget comes from the actual Prisma Access location where you have activated your gateway or service connection or your remote networks. The licensing information, you can monitor your remote networks and mobile user license expiration date through this widget. This widget show you how long before the license expire. The license expiration date is only applicable for the super tenant. It shows the license status for remote networks, mobile user service connections, whatever. And if you are using there is a subtenant. So since the subtenants inherit the super tenant licenses that they belong to, so they're not separate licenses. So you don't need to see the information regarding the subtenants. All the subtenants will inherit their expiration for the supertenant. So it will only be shown the supertenant information here. So as I mentioned, the mobile users information, what you're looking into the summary dashboard, it depends on your connection methods. From the top, you can select the connection method. If it's all, it will be kind of an explicit proxy and the global protect. So based on your deployment type, how you have deployed your Prisma access, are you using explicit proxy or a global protect? So you can select your connect method, and based on that, all the information will be shown you. So there is a custom time range selection here available. You can select custom time range. The time shown in the Prisma Access Insight is localized. So you will be able to filter based on your local time for your region. So data is fetched every minute, but the data points shown in most histograms vary according to the time range selected. For your convenience, Prisma Access Insight lets you pick the time range from few predefined ranges. You configure like last 15 minutes, last 1 hour, 24 hours, 7 days, and 30 days. For the custom time, you can select custom time interval. For example, starts at 5 p.m. on June 1 and 4 p.m. on June 2, in addition to the pre-populated time ranges also. On a summary dashboard, you can see the combined traffic distribution. So this widget allows you to see the fraction of your data that goes through the internet, as well as the fraction of the your data that is internal to your network traffic, which goes through the internal apps for security clearance. Internal apps are those that are running in your data center or in the HQ. So the x-axis here displays the time, and the traffic displays on the y-axis. The data shown on the x-axis will be for every 3 minutes when the time range is selected is last 15 minutes, 1 hour, or last 3 hours. The data which is shown here is in this widget is only for the currently selected super tenant or subtenant. By default, this widget displays the combined traffic for both mobile users and remote networks, as well as for the traffic that is routed through the internet as well as the internal networks. You can hover your mouse over any of those bars to see the tooltip that is indicated the traffic distribution. Like here, it shows here the traffic distribution, internal networks, internet, for the mobile user, remote networks. So by default, this filter allow the values like You can filter based on date select by selecting the location for which you want to see the traffic, time range, and connect method. Even though the connect method filters let you to pick either global protect or express proxy or both the data displays here. So other dashboard, the summary dashboard is the tab shows the map view. Map view shows you the status of all the P locations on the map real time. You can hold the mouse and get the details like location status, number of nodes at each location, number of SC connections, site offices, unique mobile users connected. You can get all those details. You can also see the user ID and user group and IP address mapping information on the Prisma access inside Summary Dashboard. You can hold the mouse or the cursor over a location. You get a pop-up dialog. Click View User ID and User Group Information, and you select the Prisma access location and node type from the dashboard. So you will see the remote networks and service connection. You can only see user ID and user group mapping. You can select the Prisma access location. If the Prisma access location you selected does not have any associated remote networks or service connection, you'll see no data available. So from here, the drop down menu, you can select your node type, the gateway or whatever you're looking for. Once you click on this, you will see the detailed information of user ID and distribution right here. You can sort this list of groups by toggling the arrows icon next to the user group. If you select groups, clicking on the show user group mappings, mapping will display all the groups that are available in the site under all user groups. You can also export this information into CSV for further analysis. Next dashboard is our remote networks dashboard. Remote networks dashboard has a very useful information that is further 3 tabs, which are monitoring summary, map view, and a site list. So the monitoring summary tab shows the health of your remote networks, such as top open alerts, Prisma access location status, site, tunnel status, and bandwidth utilization. Monitoring summary tab, it provides information on the top left, as you can see here. The top left gives you the information about top 5 open alerts by severity. And then it's a dashboard gives you remote networks location, top most active Prisma access location, which enables you to understand the Prisma access location that have the most bandwidth consumption. And the last 2, which just shows the bandwidth utilization tabs. You can see here. The map view gives you an overview of your connectivity status of all the Prisma access locations where the remote networks are deployed. You can click on any of those markers in the map and it will give you an overview of the health and consumption matrix in detail. Drill down to each of the location on the map to get a better understanding of your current health of your networks and connectivity over time. So when you click on the compute location icon on the map, it will open up and you can see the health, alert status, peak bandwidth usage, and the total consumption. Another tab on the remote dashboard is that site list. This tab lists all your remote network sites and their details. The site list tab contains status distribution, view the number of sites configured to your remote networks and their real status in the widget. This widget is color coded, display the severity status. Click on the color, you will see on the circle that filter the list in the table underneath. For example, clicking on the yellow portion of this filter displays all the lists that having a warning status along with the details associated. Aggregated bandwidth consumption over time, it provides you the trend of aggregated bandwidth consumption across all the remote networks. You can switch between average egress, average ingress, peak ingress, and peak value of peak ingress. Total sites, this table displays an overview of all the sites. You can click on any of the site name and go into the details page. This table shows when the aggregated bandwidth is deployed. IPsec termination node utilization. On the remote network dashboard, you can see this information. Also, when you click on the compute location in the site list, it will open up IPsec termination node utilization detailed window, which displays the bandwidth consumption details for each of your security processing node or SPN. In the remote network environment where the aggregate bandwidth is not deployed, IPsec termination node compute location and the aggregate bandwidth allocation columns will not display, as they are not applicable in this scenario. So if you are not enable aggregate bandwidth, this information will not be shown you. Mobile users dashboard. Like remote networks dashboard, MU or the mobile users dashboard also has the 3 tabs: monitoring, summary, map view, and mobile user list. Monitoring summary, on the top left, you can see the top 5 alerts. By severity, it will show you the issues alerts, shutting down any service impacting, any issues, any logging issues, warning sign if mobile users approaches to the 80% of the license limit. Mobile users widget shows you the number of unique mobile users logged in the last 90 days. Connected users trend graph shows the number of active users at particular time. And the GP version and distribution shows the distribution of Global Protect app version for the new connections. This data can be used to enforce compliance with the GP latest app versions. It also shows the total number of new connection in a specified time range. A connection is basically a combination of unique user ID, Global Protect app version, and the OS platform. Another very important thing is IP pool reaching the maximum capacity. You can see here the IP pool utilization percentage. This will just allow you to monitor the IP pool utilization. The real-time bar graph shows the IP utilization by different IP pool allocated based on your region, locators, on number of connected users. The IP pool percentage on the bar graph is the number of IP pool blocks utilized out of all the IP pool blocks that are available across all the subnets. You can take proactive actions by adding subnets when you see the pool bar approaching the maximum capacity for any region. So when you observe that IP pool utilization reaching to maximum capacity for any region, this will show you the real-time information, and you can add and take a proactive action based on this information. Explicit proxy health and usage. This summary tab also provide you in the mobile user dashboard the real-time health of the Prisma access locations for explicit proxy, how many users are activated, and current connections and how many users are connected on the explicit proxy. Again, if you're using explicit proxy, then you will be able to see the explicit proxy data or information there. Otherwise, it will not be shown in that information. It will be only all the information will be shown based on your Global Protect. So the connection method, mobile user connectivity method, is really important what you're selecting. If it's a Global Protect connected method, so you will see all the information based on the GP. Mobile user list tab shows you the detailed and unique mobile user connections. Trend graph shows you unique users login at each data point. You can hover the mouse on it and see the trend information, unique number of users. Prisma access location shows you different gateway location, the same user connect, OS information, GP app versions, and the last use Prisma access location. And the connect method column shows you whether the user is connected to the Prisma access using GP or explicit proxy. You can search for specific mobile users by entering the username in the search for all mobile users column. Like here, you can click on this tab and search for particular username for mobile users to see for particular user the login status, their user information. All the information will be shown here. Okay. The next dashboard, we have the service connection dashboard. This tab gives you an overview of the health of the service connection. You can get the status of your service connection, such as alert, status of Prisma access, location, tunnel, bandwidth, utilization. Similar to mobile users and remote networks, Summary dashboard provides you information on the guide in the top 5 open alerts by severity, Prisma access locations where you have deployed your service connections, the tunnel status. This widget shows you the total number of service connections and the tunnels that are associated with it. And the top 5 most active Prisma access location. This widget allows you to access bandwidth utilization for your top 5 locations whose service connections are most active. Service connection list tab list all your service connections and their status. You can see here the 3 service connection, 3 sections there. For the first section, the status distribution. You can get the health status for all your service connection in this widget. You can see the circular charts, which is color coded based on the severity level. And once you click on any of those, it will show you the information. If there is any warning, there's any critical information there. And aggregate bandwidth consumption. So over time, the trend in this widget shows you the aggregate bandwidth consumption by all your service connections, as well as their average and peak utilization. And the total service connection, this widget displays the details about your service connections, such as remote IP address, how many tunnels are associated. The Prisma Access Insights user interface displays up to 10,000 records in a table. So if you have more than 10,000 records, you can view them by exporting the table into CSV format, and you can then analyze the data. The next dashboard we'll talk about is a Prisma Access Location. When you click on the Prisma Access Location, you can see here this dashboard also has information regarding the Prisma Access Location, status of the remote networks, mobile users, and the Prisma Access Locations. So location dashboard is this tabular shows all the onboarded Prisma Access location with remote networks or mobile users or both. You can export the CSV format file for the reporting purpose, and this the graph widget shows you the status of all your remote networks. And again, this is also color coded information you can see for the remote networks and mobile users both, based on the severity level. If it's down or it's a warning, red, yellow, green. The last widget is Prisma Access Location. This shows the status of all your global protect locations or mobile users connected, as well as remote networks. All your locations will be shown here. Serial connectivity status. In the next tab on this Prisma Access Location, you will see the serial Cortex data lake connectivity status. This tab gives you the visibility into the Cortex data lake or serial connectivity health status from all your Prisma Access instances for the serial region, which you have selected during your Prisma Access license activation. This helps you to determine if the Prisma Access have disconnected from serial and Prisma Access logs are no longer being obtained. Each tenant can connect on to only one Cortex data lake in any region of this choice. Insights pull the serial database for every 5 minutes to check the connectivity between the nodes, mobile users, remote network, service connection, and the serial database. So this widget displays overall connectivity status from each node type, whatever your deployment is, remote network, service connection, or mobile users to serial. So each widget in this section, you can see the creator having a ring chart, which is color coded based on the severity level, red, yellow, green. Each location could further have more into the connection firewalls with where the logs are going. The status of concerns are shown in the real time. And the time rich filter does not apply for these widgets here. You can see here, connected means that all the Prisma access in this region are connected to the CDL. Disconnected means they're disconnected, and partially means one or more instance from your service security processing node or the service connection node, a corporate access node. They are disconnected from the CDL. And once you click on any of those locations, you can get more details and historical timeline data. When you click on this down arrow or the next location, you see the total disconnect charts open underneath. You use this time range filter to see the data in the chart for the specific time range. Disconnections are counted by the number of times of the firewall instances that the location is disconnected. For example, if a node or a firewall was disconnected, then connected and disconnected again, the number of disconnection would be counted as 2. So if you would like to see the specific node type in the location that was disconnected, you can click the Prisma Access location name and go to the detailed page to see all the information. The next we have the tunnel dashboard. It shows the tunnel tabular list details, which have their tunnels, tunnel names, retrieved from the Prisma Access configurations. You can click anywhere on the circle on the tunnel distribution, status distribution here, and see the tunnel status, which is also again a ring chart and a color-coded format, which based on the severity. And you can see there tunnel status, all the tunnel information, gives you overview of each tunnel associated with the Prisma Access location. And if you want to get more details, you can click on any particular location to get more details of that. So next, we will talk about the new alert framework, which has been recently introduced and upgraded. The Prisma Access Insights have been recently migrated to the new framework, which we're saying that Prisma Access Insight release 3.0. So this has been already migrated to the very robust and reliable cloud native platform. So it provides enhanced reliability, expected ingestion of state information, leading to the increased confidence for generating alerts. Common alert consumption and the mechanism for the alert definition across Prisma Access Insights and ADEM. It allows responding to your request for greater flexibility in tuning the parameters, adding state management. So it has default set of alerts and the predefined values on how alerts are generated and cleared. So alerts are based on the static threshold. There are 4 level of alerts and severity and response supported: high, medium, low, and informational. All alerts are automatically cleared by the system when the clear condition is met. So this is how your new alerts, Prisma Access Alerts UI look like. You can see the alerts in the Prisma Access Insight UI will reflect the new alert structure. And you can see there the distribution here, the priority alerts, information alerts, and alert subscription. All environment alerts referred as the priority alerts in the UI are designated with the severity levels of high, medium, and low. All ad hoc software upgrades, licensing related notifications are indicated with the severity level informational. So the informational alerts are separated, having in a different tab from the priority alerts to reduce the visual clutter for you. So the priority alerts. So priority alerts describe the status of your Prisma Access environment. That's why we are saying that environmental alerts also, especially if something went wrong and something is not working as expected. Prisma Access generates alerts when an issue is raised and also when it is resolved, so that you know it's been addressed. You cannot manually resolve these alerts. An alert is only considered resolved when the issue triggering the alert has been fixed. Some alerts let you know about the issues that Prisma Access team is working on. Other let you know about the issues that you can resolve with some configuration update or some configuration fix. So when you click on this priority alert tab, you can see there open alerts by severity, open alerts distribution over time, and the total alerts. So open alerts by severity, you can see how many alerts are open by severity, and the color of the vertical horizontal line represent the severity of the alerts. High severity, red, medium, orange, low, yellow. The number to the right of the horizontal alerts bar tells you how many alerts are there with severity. You can click on those open alerts, each of them, and you can get more details of each, what type of alerts they are. These widgets show you how many alerts are open during the time range you have selected. You can click on the graph to see how many alerts are open at that time. The total alerts table includes details of about all open alerts. You can click on the alert name to open the alert details page to view all the details about your alert. The next tab is the informational alerts. Information alerts notify you about upcoming software upgrade and the status of your upgrades that are being in process or completed. You can click in there and see more information about information alerts. So here, this page, once you click on any of those alerts, detail alert, it will open up a detailed page which explains you what type of alert it is. It has alert ID, severity level, what is impacted, primary impacted objects, related objects, and the history of that alert. All the information you will be able to see. And this is the information alert. Once you click on the information alert, you will see the information here, which are from the Prisma Access team regarding the software upgrades and any related information. You can click on the time to see the more information about each of the alert. Either it's a informational or it is the priority alert. The next tab is alert subscription. Alert subscription make you enable the Prisma Access to send email alerts when it initially detects an issue or when the issue has been resolved. These alerts notification describe the impact, include a link to the Prisma Access so you can investigate further. And there's a different alert codes. If you want to get all the information regarding the alert code and all those things, you can have a look into the Prisma Access admin guide and some of those our live community postings. You can see all the information what the alert codes for the Prisma Access. So you can see here incorrect user information, upcoming certificate upgrade information is coming. So all the Prisma Access software upgrade, any issue occurring, the Prisma Access team is working on, all this will be shown in the information alert. And this is the alert subscription. Once you click on the alert subscription, you can see here, it will guide you how to sign up for that alert subscription. You can click add user. The user should be admin. Prisma Access Insights admin will be able to add users to the alert subscription. And you can, if the user is not added already there, you can change the role on the Prisma Access on hub apps.paloaltonetworks.com. You can change the role or assign role there. So this is how the emails, sample email for the priority alerts. When there is an issue, you will see this sort of email in your inbox. So what it includes, email header for priority alerts will comprise alert ID, alert severity, alert code with alert state identified, updated, resolved. And these priority alerts can be grouped under the alert ID to view the state of the alert. And Similarly, for the information alerts, it will be comprised of also with the alert ID, severity, and designation as informational with a stating as notification, you will see. See, you can see here, this is the information alert. You can see that this is the notification. You can also see here the tenant ID, alert ID assigned to as well, and it's shown as a notification. Okay, so next we have the new addition to the Prisma Access Insights, adding another dashboard, which is called OpioGrade Dashboard. With the integration of the OpioGrade with the Prisma Access, it brings SASE to the home network, which enables enterprise to extend the corporate policies, employees' home network, and benefit from the Palo Alto network security services. If you want to learn more about how Opio works with Prisma Access, how this integration is, we will be having in our upcoming webinar series, we'll have a webinar, we'll talk about the Opio integration with Prisma Access. So I would highly encourage you, please register for those for upcoming series. So the Prisma Access Insights provides network monitoring visibility for the OpioGrade devices which are connected to the Prisma Access, just like we have already for mobile users and remote networks and service connections. So this dashboard gives you the visibility if the customer has purchased OpioGrade. You will only be able to see the OpioGrade dashboard in your Prisma Access if you have purchased OpioGrade add-on license to the base mobile user licenses. And the dashboard structure and the page structure is similar what we have seen in the remote networks and mobile users. Monitoring summary is similar, map view, and OpioGrade device list. So the first tab is the monitoring summary, which gives an overview of the health of your OpioGrade connection, top 5 alert severity, device status, tunnel status, unique OpioGrade device connection to the Prisma Access. By default, it will only show you top 5 most severe alerts onto the OpioGrade within the time defined. Device status, this widget will show you the status of your OpioGrade devices in real time. The number of data centers shown is the number of Opio devices in their states of total number of Opio devices that have been licensed. And then the tunnel status displays the real-time tunnel connecting to the Prisma Access devices and OpioGrade. Next tab, we have the map view. Map view will explain you where the locations are. You have enabled the OpioGrade, and OpioGrade device list will explain you and show you the information regarding what are the devices are there in that total number of devices, their details, and what are the alerts, their status, tunnel status, and you can get more granular information for each of them. As soon you click on that, you can get more details, that the user information, device serial number, their location, Prisma Access location, device location, device disconnections, and you can export this into JSON format to get into more information. So yeah, this is all about for today. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please feel free to add in Q&A box and I will respond to your questions now. Thank you.